Hello, my name is John Sveck. Welcome to ALL24. Coach Waterman and I are gonna do another installment of our One Clip Series. We have a great special guest today, and Coach Chris Bertoia, head coach of University of Waterloo Warriors. Thanks for being with us, Coach.
Happy to be here. Let's break it down.
All right, Coach Waterman and I are gonna pick a random play. If I could get you to do the honors, Coach Waterman, you're just gonna tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay, we're right to the bottom here. So, all right, here we go. We have a random play selected here. And I'll give you just the situation, Coach Bertoia. I'll give you a first crack at it. So it's a 1st and 10 situation. Looks like you can see a 32 formation. I think they have a tight end to the near side here. What are some of your first thoughts when you look at this formation lining up?
So we got I'd call this ace firm. Firm means the tight ends to the field. It's ace. It's a single back set with the two receivers are obviously off the line with the waggle. The defense, I mean, when I'm looking at this initially, we're 3-over-2 essentially. The Sam linebacker, I mean, they're playing a 30, 3-4 look. So the Sam, that hybrid backer there, splitting the difference. He's overhung. I'm assuming they think this is. I don't know if their film breakdown saying that. I don't know why that Sam's so far out of the box if the tight end's in there. So, I feel like it's a run play.
Let it run here a little bit. Yeah, sure enough. Yeah, it's great. So we will get to the tight in a minute. Any initial thoughts? I'm seeing that number 2 slot to the boundaries kind of adding in there.
He's adding in for sure. So I would call that a timber. But he's adding in, and now you can see at the first snap of the ball, he's releasing to the flat. But the front side of the play, I would call that number 2 slot receiver, the Y receiver. He's working his way to dig out that Sam linebacker, which he goes to. Okay. Montreal does a good job on their count, that's for sure, because it'd be easy for that Y receiver to bomber in there, and he's got dig responsibilities. We'd go like this, dig. It'd be hard. Sometimes those kids will screw that up, and they'll go for that inside backer there, depending on how you call them. I would identify the 30 front with the wide linebacker as the Sam, then the player that the guard or their tackle pulled for as the Mac. Then I'd call the other inside linebacker the Jack, and then the outside linebacker with the Will. That's how I identify them. But they're good on their count, and they do a good job. He walls him off, not position blocking him, keeps his feet going. The tackle does a good job. As the backer comes around the corner, it looks like, he just runs into the middle of him. I don't know if he's not trying to squeeze it or if he's trying to wrong arm him or nothing. I don't know what I'm just looking at the Calgary defense more than anything right now. Do you guys see a lot of 30 looks out east? Or?
Yeah, we've got a few teams that play some 30 and some that come in and out of the 30. So it's definitely something you got to prepare for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to the tight here.
So Montreal's holding, so they're bombering in, and then off of that, he's releasing to the flat, and we're getting here into it's just a simple 2-man concept on the boundary. I believe it's an RP. To me, it's an RPO because nobody's accounting for who's that? Is that 43, the Will linebacker? I don't believe anybody's accounting for him. So the quarterback's eyes as they mesh, and this is an ugly mesh, which I like. I like the way they're doing this. It's an ugly mesh. The Will linebacker's staying outside, so he's going to give it. If the Will linebacker chased down, I believe that the quarterback would pull it, start, moving his feet towards, outside where the pre-snap left tackle was. Can we go back to the wide look and see what the 2-man concept is?
Yeah, I was looking at the 2-man concept, and number 1 looks like he went on a fade. So I was really curious. I was waiting to see him kind of replace into a curl or something, but I didn't quite see it. Flat curl, but looks like
and you know what? And then is it like, I guess, I obviously don't, when I'm looking at this, they're covered down for sure. So if the Will linebacker chased down, he would be pulling that. And I think, I would, if we see this defense in preparation during the week, I'm going to be telling Trey Ford that if the will linebacker, crashes down to the run read, Trey, you're going to be aggressive to run. I'll dictate to our quarterbacks. We'll dictate saying, you're aggressive to run or you're aggressive to throw, like based on different defensive fronts. When we're doing some of those RPOs, we'll actually say, hey, if they give us this look, we're 2 for 2 on the count with the 2-man concept. The will linebacker's our read guy. He wants to hang out there. We're giving the ball. They're running a single counter look. And then if he pulled it, then he would have to run because both receivers are covered down.
Bang on. I think you're bang on. The snap's a little bit off, so it throws the timing off a little bit.
But I like I'm not going to lie. I've been taught, like, drawing up some stuff for this. I'd call this, I don't know if you guys would call this the same, but I would call this an ugly RPO, right? And not a lot of teams are doing this yet. I think this is the evolution, obviously, because I watched your one little thing about the backfield alignments, right, Gary, in regards to, whether it's pistol or gun. Gun obviously is an indicator to defensive coaches, so you got to mix in some of this ugly stuff. And that's something we talked about as an offensive staff at Waterloo this year, wanting to work on moving forward to the 2020 season is having some RPOs that really, from the offensive line perspective, nothing changes. It's just the backfield alignment that can sometimes dictate how a defense responds and reacts. So.
That's great.
That's phenomenal. That's some great football talk, guys. Any final thoughts on that?
No, I think, I think it's a pretty good football play. Not going to lie.
No, I agree.
I might change up the 2-man concept, but that's for every coach skins a cat differently. But from an RPO's perspective, you know what? Just give me a second here. I'm just going to draw it down.
Two great teams, though. Two great teams and a great Vanier Cup. So.
2 fantastic football programs, and consistently always there. And I mean, there are certain programs out there that you want to emulate, and those 2 are a couple of them. That's for sure.
Awesome. Great talking football with you guys.
All right.
That's a great addition there.
Okay. Thanks, guys.